Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Redesign Engineering. Today I'll discuss about the welding process of manufacturing. So at first I'm starting from the definition of welding. Welding is a material or metal joining process performed by application of heat with or without pressure and addition of filler material. Classification of welding. Arc welding. Arc welding is also four types: metal arc welding, gas metal arc welding, gas tungsten arc welding, submerged arc welding. Gas welding. Gas welding is also two types here: acetylene, oxyacetylene. Resistance welding. Resistance welding is done by passing an electric current through the pieces of metal pressed together. The pieces pulses at the surface of contact because more resistance and heat are concentrated here. The heat is localized needed. The operation requires little skill and can easily be automated. Resistance welding usually done with AC from the line step down through a transformer. Advantages of the resistance welding: simple operation, easy to implement, mechanization and automation improve working conditions. High productivity and low cost in mass production. High concentration and heating time is short. Disadvantages: the cost of equipment is so high, maintenance is more difficult. And resistance welding is also different types. The first one is the spot welding. Spot welding is the most common form of resistance welding. It is commonly done in sheet metal up to about 3 millimeters or 1 by 8 inch thicknesses, but sometimes even on thicker metals. Electrodes with reduced ends are pressed against the weld. The current turned on the increase to force the weld while it solidifies. This is commonly repeated in series of spots along a joint. And other resistance weldings are seam welding, projection welding, flush welding, offset welding, percussion welding. Thermit welding. It is a very important. Thermit welding is done by filing a joint with a molten metal. Filling a joint with molten metal that is obtained by reducing its oxide by aluminium. Aluminium reduces any oxide by but that of magnesium. Thermit welding is done mostly with iron, steel and copper. Finally, mixed powder of aluminium and magnetic iron oxide in 1:3. Aluminium and iron ratio is 1:3 for thermit welding. When ignited to a temperature of around 1300 degrees centigrade, produce the following chemical reaction as follows: 8 aluminium plus 3 ferrosulfuric oxide equal to 9 iron, ferrous, plus 4 aluminium oxide, alumina, plus heat. Heat is produced. So I can see the reaction: 8 aluminium plus 3 ferrosulfuric oxide equal to 9 ferrous plus 4 aluminium oxide and addition of heat. Advantages: it is simple and easy process, low setup cost, metal joining rate is high. This can be used where power supply is not available. Disadvantages: it is used for limited metals like iron and copper. It is uneconomical for welding light parts. Highly depends on an environmental condition like moisture content. Solid state welding and forced welding and new welding processes, laser beam welding. Arc welding method is based on electric circuit consisting of the following parts: power supply AC or DC, electrode, workpiece, welding leads, cables. MIG welding. MIG welding, metal inert gas welding. Metal inert gas welding is an arc welding process in which a continuous solid wire electrode is fed through a welding gun and into the welding pool. joining the two base materials together. A shielding gas also sends through the welding gun and protects the weld pool for contamination. TIG welding. Tungsten inert gas welding is an arc welding process that uses a non-consumable tungsten electrode to produce the weld. TIG welding utilizes a constant current welding power supply to generate an electric arc between the tungsten electrode and the workpiece. The weld area is generally protected from atmospheric contaminator by use of an inert shielding gas. Inert shielding gas, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. So welding joints, bar joint, lap joint, corner joint, T-joint, edge joint. Types of welds. Group. Group welds usually require that the edge of the parts be shaped into a group to facilitate weld penetration. The group shapes include square, bevel, B, U, J in single or double side. Fillet. A fillet weld is used to fill in the edges or uh, plates created by corner, lap and T-joints. Fillet metal is used to provide a cross-section approximately the shape of a right angle. It is the most common weld type in an arc welding. Plug welding. Plug weld. Plug weld and slot weld are used for attaching flat plates using one or more and then filling with filler metal to fuse the two parts together. Spot weld. Spot or seam welds used for lap joint. A spot weld is a small fused section between the surface of two sheets or plates. Gas metal arc welding GMAW. Gas metal arc welding is an arc welding process in which the electrode is consumable bare metal wire and shielding is accomplished by flooding the arc with gas. The bare wire is fed continuously and automatically from a spool to the welding gun. Wire diameter ranging from 0.8 mm to 6.5 mm or 1 by 32 inch to 1 by 4 inch are used in GMAW, gas metal arc welding. The size depending on the thickness of the parts being joined and desired deposition rate. Shielding metal arc welding. Shielding metal arc welding is an arc welding process that used a consumable electrode consisting of filler metal rod coated with chemical that provide flux and shield it. The welding stick is typically 225 mm to 550 mm or 9 inch to 18 inch and diameter is 2.5 mm to 9.5 mm. Types of electrodes. Electrodes are different types like bare electrode, light coated electrode, heavy light electrode, tungsten, heavy light coated electrode, tungsten electrode, carbon electrode, direct current, DC electrode and AC electrode, alternating current electrode. Stick electrode vary. It depends on the size 3 mm, 4.75 mm, 5.5 mm, 6 mm, 8 mm in terms of diameters. Material. Stick welding electrode come in cast iron, mild steel, high carbon steel and alloys. Strength. Each weld needs to be stronger than the material being welded. Position. Horizontal position, vertical position and overhead position, etc. And how to define the E6010? E means electrode and first two digit 60. It means that 60 into 1000, 60,000 psi with the tensile strength, and the third digit meaning the one all position and fourth digit means the flux type. I think got it everybody. So if you think that you are benefited by watching this video, please subscribe my channel, like, comment and share. The Redesign Engineering is always with you.